Hello, everybody, and welcome back to today's episode of Jace Beleren Must Die. It is a shit show. Look at this mess.
Whose fault is that?
Look at this mess. There's magical darkness everywhere. We got knife throwing douchebags, and there's a giant trying to come in here and get Torgor. And Torgor, you just get to lay there while everybody fights over you, which is...
I'm just eating my grapes. I'm having a great time watching the show, man. I got to tell my friends about it.
So, Road, speaking of darkness, it is your turn. You can't see anything. There's thralls everywhere. What do you want to do?
Yeah. If I, drop, hypothetically, if I were to, drop darkness as I was launching an attack on somebody, where do we feel like that would land? Surprise. Do we think that would be...
Oh, I see. So you want to try to time it so that you can the thing is you don't know where your target is, so you're just you're at the same amount of disadvantage unless you can't see in this darkness, right?
No, I can't see, but I am holding the direct. I'm holding Torgor, which is essentially a string of fate between me and the thing I'm about to attack.
Yeah, there isn't really a way for you to drop it where you have advantage and your opponent doesn't.
Listen, I had 7 hit points, so I figured I'd shoot my shot.
Of course, yeah. No, it's a good question, and I'm glad you asked it.
Okay, so I'm going to drop Torgor, drop his legs at the same time I drop darkness.
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can kill them before they kill me. That's where we're at.
All right. So when the darkness fades, this is what you see, right? You see 5 thralls around you. You are standing shoulder to shoulder with the brave Borgor, who is slowly running out of juice. What would you like to do with your turn?
Okay. Oh God, I've got 2 right next to me. Yeah. All right. Cool. So the one that's on top of the grate has had hands placed by, oh my God, it's so hard to recall Gorbor. Thank you. I just feel like I'm staring at alphabet soup and trying to put the letters. Okay. So he's had hands laid on. So I'm gonna see if I can just take this one out to start. Cool. So let's just start punching. We're just gonna start from there.
Let us just begin the punching. That seems like a great plan.
All right, so I'm gonna just fucking sock the thing that's above the grate.
Okay.
21.
Yep, you hit it.
Cool. For 4 damage. Oh, that's so low.
Yeah, it's pretty wimpy. Okay, all right. You give it a punch.
Cool, and then
the thing squeals in surprise as your fist meets its squishy face.
Great. I automatically get just another attack, so I'm going to do that one. Oh, it's only an 11. Damn.
That is a miss, unfortunately.
Cool.
Yeah.
I am going to die, I guess, next turn.
Can you?
I'm just gonna I'm gonna spend a key point to attack again.
Yeah.
I think.
You flurry of blows.
Yep.
Okay.
So oh God, we're so fucked. Has anyone thought about that? I'm not trying to be bad on morale, but flurry of blows. Let's just make sure that it's.
I mean, I'm sure
2 unarmed strikes. Okay. I was just remembering the amount of unarmed strikes.
Yeah, you get 2 more.
Hey,
there you go. Get a crit.
Thank God.
Hit that dude.
Nice.
So 10 damage.
You kill it.
Cool.
So you spend your key. You feel the force of it flowing through your body, and then just spin kick this thrall into the wall, and it is very dead.
Cool. And then I'm going to just attack the one that's right next to me because I can't move without him getting an attack. Let's do it. Here's my second one. Here we go. Another
11. So close.
All right. Then that's my life, I guess. Oh, well. Let me double check. Oh, no, that was my bonus action.
And that was the last thing I ever did.
Well, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done. I'm so fucking done. I am standing in the hopes that that if they're throwing knives, those fucking incel douchebags will hit the troll and not. I'm like I'm positioning a very stern diagonal. That's what's up.
All right. Winiger, it is your turn. I see you measuring some things earlier.
Yeah, I was trying to measure things. I don't think it would work out. So what I want to do is run over next to Borgor and cast, how do you pronounce this? Agnar's Scorcher? Agnarzar's Scorcher? How do you guys say it?
Yes.
Okay.
That.
Yeah, that one. Because it casts in a 30-foot long, 5 feet wide line. So I want to try to hit both of those thralls in a row. So basically, I want to.
Yeah, there's a column here.
Yeah, can I run here and then there?
But you could like if you stand like there, you could get them both.
Yeah, I want to try to get these two guys.
Okay, sure. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that.
All right, cool.
Guys.
All right, so let's see. It's a dexterity saving throw. And it's 3d8 fire damage or half of that. All right, here we go. Let's see. So this little guy, the one in front of you, and then the one behind him. Okay, so I got pretty good saves on both of those. And what's your saving throw? 8, 11, 13. Okay, all right. So roll damage. They both take half. The one in front of you is pretty badly scorched already.
Ooh.
But not enough to kill it. You deal them both 7 damage as a blast of flame leaps forward. Borgor, right next to you, you see this Izzet sorcerer. And I don't know, Borgor, what has Torgor told you about Winiger? What do you know about Winiger in advance? Like, would you recognize Winiger?
I think of all of Torgor's friends. Winiger is the person who he has spoken the most about.
That's what I figured, yeah.
There was a comic series that he wrote with the two of them, basically about his adventures protecting Winiger from certain death.
Oh, that's
so Gorbor is very surprised and much more impressed than he was initially expected to be. He was under the impression that Winiger was sickly and slightly malformed and in need of constant care and supervision, and is pleased to have been proven wrong. That is what Gorbor knows.
I like that. And the thing that the Boros and the Izzet have in common is fire. So there's this burst of flame, which you've also been throwing around as Winiger comes up next to you. So Gorbor, unless you have something you want to do with your bonus action.
Do I have a bonus? I don't think I have.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
all right. Gorbor, it is your turn. You can now see. So if you want to move your spiritual weapon, you can move it up to 20 feet. And
I'm gonna go ahead and do that as my bonus action. Move it up to 20 feet, and I believe it can attack a creature within 5 feet of it.
That's right.
My priority is the thralls that are on Torgor. So which of these thralls was I attacking earlier?
They all kind of look the same to you.
I killed what you were attacking earlier.
Oh,
yeah,
you killed it?
This was the one that got
so
scorching ray.
the great is free.
Yes, yeah, it is.
See, this is now the thing is like where Gorbor has to make the decision. Does he grab Torgor and try to yank him away from the thralls with all of his strength, or does he apply that strength to opening the grate? And I think Gorbor will try to open the grate because it makes more sense tactically for them to have a retreat plan in place.
Yep.
And from his point of view, nobody else can open the grate. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so he's going to attempt to pull the grate open.
Die. I just fall right into the grate, and then
Well, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you wanna open the grate, Gorbor?
Yeah. First, I'm gonna have my spiritual weapon attack one of the thralls that is on, probably the one closest to Winnegar.
I think
Gorgor,
it can
if I
only
can.
it can only reach this one, the one that's fighting.
Okay, that's fine then.
the road. Yeah.
That'll do.
Okay. So the hammer, a spiritual representation of the hammer that is still hanging in the rafters, flies over. And you get a 12, so that's a hit.
Okay.
Yeah, these things are hard to hit.
"Ah."
Yeah, so it flies over, slams into the side of the thrall. Roll that damage.
I don't think I think I can only cast it at level 2. I don't think that I have any more spell slots.
Yeah, well, you don't have to use a spell slot or anything, so it.
Yeah, I know. I was just
nice.
thinking about it.
10 damage.
Yeah, 10
Cool.
damage.
Okay, so yeah, there's a wet thud and a crunch of bone as the hammer comes flying over, smashes into the side of this thrall. Road, you now have the hammer fighting next to you, and then Gorbor,
Truly
you
my
want to
favorite
crouch down and grab the edge of the grate and try to lift it up. Okay,
Yeah, with my +6 athletics.
All right, yeah,
Let's
make
hope
an
I do better than this giant.
make an athletics check.
Oh.
You got a 1.
I do
critical-
exactly the same as this
Yeah.
giant.
You and the giant both are just like trying to like lift the thing, and it's This one,
I'm tired.
Say what you will about Scoops. Great spring-loaded engineer.
that's
all
right,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, you're pulling on it, and there's some kind of machinery resisting you, and it's straining against it. Let's see if the giant does any better. On
Don't
his
love
turn.
it.
So the giant.
Scoops is like, I went to MIT.
Let's see. There we go. Okay.
There it is.
So behind you,
Oh, no.
you hear the machinery of this portcullis give up the ghost. You hear something break, and then there's the loose metal wheel spins as the giant just rips the gate open and strides out into the arena. So he's got a move of 40 feet. So he goes
Oh god.
out here into the middle of the arena, sweeping his helmet back and forth, searching for Torgor. And this is probably where we get the like Terminator vision thing, right? Where we see the like vignetted circle of his vision as he turns, and we see like Gorbor, and he like scans you, and it's like, nope, different Minotaur. And then he sees Torgor lying on the ground and like does the like he sees you and comes forward. So the thralls, their job is to get Torgor away, but also they're like in danger for their lives. So the one in front of Winnegar is going to lash out at Winnegar with his claws, and he gets a 14.
My armor class is 14.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see how much damage these guys deal. It's a 2d4 plus 2, so it's pretty good chance Winnegar's gonna eat it on this one. Here we go. Whoa, 5 damage.
I'm at 1, maybe.
Yeah, buddy. So it like like hisses and like slashes at you. Like defensively, his like wings are kind of like backed up.
But that means he let go of.
Yes,
that mean
this
he's,
one's
like-
not holding Torgor anymore. So these
Okay.
other two, they're gonna try to move Torgor. And I think with 3 of them, I probably wouldn't make them roll, but I'm gonna make them do an athletics roll to try to lift him.
Can I counter with disadvantage?
Well, you're unconscious and
That's just figure out
heavy.
my ass.
So
Yeah.
there's 2 of them. They got to make a roll to try to lift you. I think how heavy are you, Torgor?
Right now, with my current equipment load,
Yeah.
I'm 155.
So you have 155 pounds of gear plus your own weight, right?
Yes.
And how much does Torgor weigh?
Let
You're a
me-
Minotaur. You're a big dude, right?
Yeah.
Like at least like 320, right? Like
I
this
think
just
probably ballparking, he sits 270.
Let's see how much Minotaurs. I'm curious now. Let's see
Yeah.
how much Minotaurs like generally
Weight.
weigh. Yeah, I think there's like a table. Let's see.
Things you never thought you'd have to search.
I know, right? Yeah, like I would imagine like 300 pounds would like be a reasonable amount. So I wonder if these things can even lift. I mean, I guess they can try to drag you. All right, so let's have them roll. They have strength 9. Okay, no. There's the two of them. You can see their wings flapping pathetically as they try to like lift Torgor off the ground. And can they talk? No, they can't. So they're just like grunting and slobbering and kind of like barking at each other. It's gonna take more than the four of them to do this. And I think they struggle. The two of them struggle with it. They can't lift you. And then they see the giant, and then one of them like slaps the other one, and you can see the little strings from his like Muppety arms, and like whacks the other one, and like points at the giant, like, oh, make him do it. And that's their turn. So Scoops is awake, and he sees you, Road, and he gets up, and he draws two knives, and he looks at you, and he's like, we weren't done yet. And he starts readying the knives to throw them at you. Yeah, come on over here. There we go. Kind of works out. I'm Winnegar now, and Winnegar is
where am I?
Torgor. We'll all do a little dance. All right, so Scoops is gonna huck some stuff at you. So let's make that happen.
Cool. Great.
Okay.
Everyone's back.
Yeah, everyone's back in the wrong place, but that's okay.
Perfect.
Let's see here. Blade Juggler. All right. Knife number 1 is a hit. Do you want to try to? You're gonna catch it and try and maybe hug it back at him? Okay.
Absolutely. I
right.
just want to.
So it's only 4 damage.
Okay, so I'm up, and this I can drop it in chat to see everyone. But it's I am hit. Cool.
Yes, yeah, you get hit for 4 damage.
Can I do this only as a bonus action, or can I do it whenever?
So it's your reaction. So you get to do it once.
Okay. Cool. So then I'll take this hit, and I'll wait to see if there's a scarier one.
Right. Okay. That's fair. All right. So second attack. So he gets to throw 3. So here's the second one. This one is a 19. This is a hit. For 2 damage. No, wait, 5. 5 total.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna have to.
This is when you have to, yeah, right.
So I catch it like
you don't even have to roll because you're a high enough level. Yep. Okay.
And it's 1d10 plus my dex plus my monk level, so I reduce that. It's done.
Yeah, there's no way to. Yeah. Okay. And do you want to throw it back at him?
Fuck you. I had 2 key points saved for maybe like a darkness or like a pass without a trace, but I hate this dude so much. I'm gonna spend my key point against all wisdom, lol.
Okay.
And fucking just throw it back at him. Fuck this guy.
Spider face.
Okay.
I have +3 vengeance damage. I don't know if you're familiar.
Yeah, that's the damage type. It's piercing and vengeance.
Another 11. I can't.
Jeez Louise.
Why is roll 20 like this?
How consistent is that?
All right.
No, you had that crit in between.
So he throws it at you. You catch it. You throw it back. He dodges it out of the way. It goes flying and hits the wall. He has one throw left.
I have 3 hit points. So
yeah, and he sees. So here's the thing. He sees you. He sees you like bleeding and on
like
the.
A stab wound.
Yeah, and he's holding this last dagger, and he's holding it by the blade, right? Because he's holding it by the tip and throwing it. But he flips it over and grabs the handle, and just this big evil smile as he like walks over to you.
Oh my god!
Because he wants to do this. He wants to do this one himself. So he walks over and he stands on the grate.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he walks over and he just like steps on the grate and he looks at you. And he grins and he says, "We're not supposed to kill the Minotaur. They didn't say anything about you. I'm sick of you and your attitude and your darkness and your not paying enough attention to me." And he lunges at you with the dagger. This is his last attack. He gets a 9. You dodge.
Yes! Oh my
So
god.
he slashes you're fluid and graceful. You dodge the way, and he snarls, and he's like, "Come here!" and like tries to grab you and knife you, but you're
He said
free.
not paying enough attention to.
Was this like misguided
Fucking hate this
flirting?
guy.
I know. He just, he thought that this was a date earlier, and now it's turned out that you were here for other reasons, and he's just very jealous. And I
How dare
think
you.
to that point, his friends over here, they go to like help, right? They go to like get weapons, and he turns and he looks at them and he's like, "She's mine," and they're like, "Whoa, okay, man, whoa." And so they all like hold back to like let him get you.
Like on the one hand, I appreciate that it's one-on-one because it means that there's like a higher chance for survival. And on the other hand,
Gross.
I appreciate it, but I'm not happy about it.
So you, you've got that going on. Tack. Meanwhile, in the dressing rooms, you hear the sort of marching footsteps and and they stop. And as you peer out through the little slats, you see a man, like an olive-skinned man with sort of shortish black hair, wearing long like Orzhov robes. He has a gold mantle and like long white robes, and a whole bunch of gold jewelry. And we see him. He comes in and he's got a handful of like Orzhov guards with him.
This seems unlikely to be helpful.
And so he comes in and he looks around, and he says,
The smell gives it away.
yeah, I think
is my stealth less than 28 now?
I mean, like, it's a good point. It's the smell of Axe body spray is covering for now the smell of
Nice.
goblin feces.
I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't do that anywhere close to that at a anime convention. I don't think it would do it here, but I will take it.
Yeah, it's
I've already said
concentrated,
it's
right?
the rule.
It's concentrated right here, so you're fine for now.
A locker full of poopery.
Your fucking pants around your knees. So this Orzhov comes in and he looks around, and he says, we'll wait here. Either the thralls will take our treasure over the walls, or the giant will bring it back. I'm not in any hurry. And he walks over and he with one foot he like pushes one of the stools back, and sits down. And he leans back on the stool, and in front of him we can see the candles and the like makeup mirrors. He has no reflection.
Oh
you don't see him in the mirror.
Oh my gosh, is he handsome? Like otherwise?
No, he like they vampirized him just like a little past his prime. So he's like, yeah. He looks like he was starting to like get older and was like, I need to become a vampire now before I get any older, right? Like we gotta get on this. And he was rewarded by the Orzhov. So yeah, he sits down and he just kind of like examines his manicure and is like, all right, we'll wait here. And his armed guards all just stand like arms folded.
They're two young teenage vampires with him.
Daddy.
Daddy.
So
do you? I mean, you have a turn. Do you want to do something? You might be able to sneak out of the locker if you want.
I want
them, or you can wait.
Do I want to jump out of a locker currently full with poop into a crowd of Orzhov vampires that are here? I don't know. I don't think I know why they're here. Okay. Or do I want to hang out in a locker full of poop? Yeah, I guess I'll sneak out. I'm not evil enough to want to stay in there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, so you slowly pull your pants back up to reach for the locker door. And
I will decide the rate at which I pull my pants up, and it is slowly. So
very slow.
I gotta be quiet.
Yeah, of course. Okay. All right. So let me see. Let me see what the passive perception is.
It takes a lot for me to regret things that I've done as Tack. We're there.
Okay.
We're at that point.
Yeah, here we go. Okay.
Chat says, Donald Duck, get out of there.
Like just open the door without pulling your pants up and just walk like your ankles are tied together with your pants down. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good.
Just full Winnie the Pooh out of there. Great.
Okay, so let me see here. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure the target number here for you, and then you're good to go.
Oh, no.
So, Okay, attempting to sneak past this guy. Okay, all right, I know what you need. Go ahead and make a stealth roll.
I'm so scared.
You did this. No, I'm just-
Whoa!
Yes.
What?
Quit 30.
A 30 stealth.
My legacy lives on.
God.
So what is describe this to me? Describe your escape from this tense scene for me.
Look, when I've been on the job, I crap in a lot of places that I'm not really supposed to. It's really just it's a case of being like Golgari just in general. If people don't want to see you, they're not going to see you.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it's like being Golgari. So, you know, if I were like a waitress at a restaurant refilling their drinks or like the mailman or something, like they don't notice me. It's fine.
Yeah, awesome.
I just act like I fucking work here and leave.
Slip away. So what happens, I think, when you open the door and we see you slip away, and all of these soldiers, they're wearing, like with most of the Orzhov, their helmets, you can't see their face. They have like metal visors covering their face. So we only get body language. And so one of them, they're all standing shoulder to shoulder, like stock still, but one of them, you see their shoulders kind of like hunch a little, and they like look back and forth, like they can clearly smell something.
That's weird.
And then they turn to the one next to them, and the one next to them like turns, and they look at each other, and they're like, "It wasn't me." And they like gesture at one of the other guys. Like,
Do vampires fart?
I mean, yeah, it's not clear that they're all vampires, but I mean, maybe. So yeah, they all kind of just like look at each other and are like, "All right, nope, just we're going back to
Are you
staying."
wearing Axe body spray?
Yeah, is that you? God, take it easy, man. This is a scent
Excuse
neutral
me.
work environment.
Yeah, we're at work, man. Like, who are you gonna meet?
So where are you going, Tak? Where do you go once you slip
God,
out of there
I would
with your new magic knife?
love to get the fuck out of here. But I definitely did. Did he break the gate, or did he just open the big gate and it fell back down?
It's broken now in the sense that it won't automatically fall back down. The mechanism is broken, and you just shoved it up into the ceiling.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay, can I see where I am? Can I like, because I imagine it's like a hallway with like doors and stuff. Can I see down this hall into the arena and see that the giant is like,
Yeah.
all my friends?
Yeah, for sure.
Friends. Ugh. Ooh. Okay. I guess I'll fuck over there. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. So you want to head back to the exit here. Okay.
Yeah.
So you end up basically at the end of your turn right here, looking into the arena. You can see the giants and all that.
Yeah.
Okay. So Road, you are face to face with Scoops, dangerous Scoops, and he is trying to knife you to death.
I'm going to snap his neck.
Nice. Good.
Like,
Excellent.
that's exactly what's going. I think that she has a moment where she's like, why am I playing knife games? I don't need. I think she has this moment where she's like, fine, no knives, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Your boy
So
just
yeah,
fell
she-
asleep.
Fucking go for it.
Okay.
Let's try. The 24 hit,
It definitely does. Yes.
so 9 damage.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Scoop.
Oh, it's final scoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
what
was-
does that look like? So right, he comes over and he like lunges at you with a knife a couple of times. You dodge, and then you're like, wait a second.
Snap his neck. That would be awesome.
I think like in flavor and not movement, she dodges, she gets behind him and just like,
Yes.
and I look at the other 3 while I do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like direct eye contact, just
So
And then-
you snap, and he gurgles a little bit, and as he dies, he's like, "I don't understand. I'm such a nice guy," and then he dies.
I killed him again.
Why
I
do-
take-
Why do I always finish last?
Okay, so Road, can you make an intimidation check?
Oh, good. Yes.
I just want to see how intimidating you are. Okay, all right.
Is she kissing him? What did she?
So
they never
embrace
liked
him?
Scoops. They're actually a little
Oh,
relieved.
no, doesn't it only makes them think that I'm hotter. This is the problem.
Well, they're like, yeah, I
Like,
think they're
yeah.
like, their assumption here is like, oh, Scoops is dead. That means his girlfriend's fair game. And so they all look at each other like, oh yeah, like let's get her, and they get their knives out because now Scoops is out of the way. It's the opposite. It's the opposite of what you wanted to happen there. That's what happens when you get a 1.
I see this expression and I say, no, thank you. And I look down. Since I have dark vision, I can see into the shadow on the grates.
And it's very shadowy down there.
I disappear. I just vanish from sight.
Yes.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you're
underneath the grates, and I'm like bleeding out, but I think like I'm priming to sort of maybe if I can use sleight of hand or something to try and disable whatever's going on down here, but I don't think I can do that right now.
Not this turn, but next turn definitely. Yeah. So you shadow step underground into the snake pit. So you're down there now. So you look around. You're in a room that's maybe like 40 by 50. There is a door on the other side leading into, like I said, a hallway. This room has a musty like animal kind of smell, right? Because this is the room they keep the animals in just before they go into the thing. So the floor is covered in blood and like stains. There's probably some like snake scales kind of scattered here and there. But yeah, the spring mechanism that's holding the above thing shut, you look over and you can see it. This is really more of like a vinegar thing, but you might be able to do something about it next turn.
Yeah. I've learned from that nerd.
Speaking of vinegar, it's your turn.
Speaking of vinegar, 1 hit point left, vinegar.
Just let me go.
No.
Torgor wakes up long enough to be like,
I'm already dead.
vinegar sinks to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, I'm going to scorch these 2 guys again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Vinegar calls it. Someone in the chat asked what this spell is called, and it's called Firecracker Surprise.
Yeah.
Firework Surprise. Yeah, there you go. Surprise.
Very surprising. Okay. So we need, well, you roll damage because I may not need to roll saving throws. They're pretty burned up as it is. 12. Okay, so it definitely kills the one in front of you. That one incinerates. Finally. And then the one behind it, let's see here. Dexterity saving throw. I got a 15. Okay, so that one takes takes 6 damage. So in that one, you again, it blasted, it gets pushed back against the wall. One of its wings is all burned up, and it just looks up at you at the last ounce of its strength. But that thing, you could breathe on it hard and it would die. There's no enemy adjacent to you. So if you want to move, you have some freedom to do so.
Yeah, I want to look down at Torgor and realize that like I can't carry him out of here, and I'm going to run past Torgor and slide under the grate.
So the grate is still open. Shut. It's not open yet.
I thought she went in there.
So Rhode's a big cheater. She just teleported underneath the grate.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah.
So cool. You look and you see the grate and it's still shut. And yeah, Rhode is like down underneath now.
Gotcha.
How do I get this open?
What do I do?
I wish Scoops was alive.
I don't.
Yeah, Scoops is lying face down, but his face is looking up at the sky now.
Oh, poor Scoops. Then what? I am going to I guess just stay here.
Yeah. That makes sense.
This is probably the safest
you
spot
cast
right now.
invisibility? Oh, do you have any? No, you just use a spell.
Get rid of the thralls.
Yeah.
We can make Torgor's body disappear. That would solve a lot of fucking issues.
I don't know. Maybe Terminator vision would still find me, but I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, damn.
About
shit.
That. Yeah.
So you want to stay where you are?
Yeah, gotta stay where I am.
All right, Gorbor.
See, this is the thing, is that Gorbor saw her disappear down there, and yep. I assume that Rhode told him that she was going to look for the mechanism.
Yeah, I shouted, "How do I open this?"
She shouted from down there, like, "How do I open this thing?"
Ooh, that's rough. So Gorbor, having seen this giant has seen us. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think instead of like facing down the giant with like a like his shield or something, he's gonna give this one more tug, see what happens.
It's a good call. It's a good call.
Brilliant.
We'll see. All right, we're gonna give it one more tug.
Yes.
A 12. Yeah, nope. It's still like
No.
locked shut.
That's fine.
What? It was a 50-50 for the giant, not for us. Okay.
The giant's
Okay.
pretty strong, and it was a different door.
Yeah,
But this,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
this one
fair,
is
fair.
not. You like pull on
Okay,
it.
I'll use my bonus action to summon my weapon to me. Can I? I guess I can't like hold that or something for it to attack the giant if it gets too close. So
Can you
No.
bonus action?
that's
you
a
can't,
word.
yeah, you can't read your action. You can move it anywhere within 20 feet, so you could attack this thrall if you wanted.
Yeah, I
you
can.
could attack the one in front, or you could just go start bonking on the giant with it if you wanted.
I don't want to provoke this giant. Yeah, actually, I will. That's a good point, Katie. I will healing word, but I will not healing word Torgor since they don't seem to be attacking Torgor. And I have no guarantee that Torgor will wake up. Gorbor doesn't, at least, have any guarantee that Torgor will wake up.
I mean, Gorbor does know, like
Does
Gorbor
he?
knows the mechanical stuff of the spell. Like you know, if you
Okay,
use
so
the spell
even
on
if
Torgor,
he's
he will wake up.
important-
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
so
okay that
they'll
you know
wake
that.
up. Okay, then they're not attacking Torgor anyway, so that's something we can use to our advantage. I will use healing word on Torgor then.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, if I have that spell slot. I do.
Yes.
Yay, I did it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and cast Thea. I don't remember.
Just
how
in
to
time
cast
for the
it.
giant
there
to
it is.
knock him back out again.
I think I only have level. I think I only have level 1 spell slots. So
Okay. 7 hit points is better than 0 hit points.
Absolutely.
yeah, you got
Torgor?
your-
Fucking more than I have. Like, it's really
Torgor, you are
yeah,
awake.
whose fault was that, Road?
Got it.
You wake up. You're
You could've
prone.
vamped
You're lying on
down
your back.
anytime.
The whole area, like there's bodies all around you.
Yeah.
It smells like burnt thrall. Gorbor, did you want to do your healing word is a bonus action, right? So you still have like a regular action.
That was getting
oh, that's right. You pulled on the thing and then the bonus action was there. So
Yeah, I was
and
about
you're-
to say that.
You're gonna
Yeah,
stay where
no, I
you
don't
stay
have
where you are.
Yeah, there's no reason to move.
Okay. So the giant disagrees. The giant.
Well, there's no
turns-
reason for me to move.
Yeah. So here's the thing. This is the thing is as you're because he can talk during your turn. So he turns his head towards you. The spotlight falls on you, and Torgor is lying in your shadow. Right. You like whispered the Boros healing words to him. The giant holding his glaive like points it at you, Gorbor, and says, "Step aside."
Do it. Just move. Just get. Trust me. Just move.
Torgor will Gorbor will use his movement to stand up and kind of like settle his shield on his arm, and he will move in front of Torgor and Winneber.
Yes.
So you're gonna hold your ground.
He's gonna hold his ground. He's not gonna let this giant come for his brother.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
We
The
love-
giant strides forward.
He steps on Charlie.
Yeah, stepping on Charlie, right? So
Doesn't
yes,
trip him up.
and so he says as he steps forward, he lifts up the glaive, and he says, "So be it," and the axe comes swinging down towards you, Gorbor. All right,
Oh no, go.
so Gorbor, you got an 18 armor class.
I don't know.
The first
Yes!
attack is a miss. So you bring your shield up, and I think like the massive weight, it's like getting hit by a car. Like the massive weight of this great axe hits your shield, drives you to one knee, and there's a massive scraping
Yeah.
sound, sparks spray off
There's
of it
just
onto the
like
ground.
it's like an anime shockwave, and
Yeah.
like Gorbor's knee like hits the ground and it cracks under his like shin guards.
And then he makes a second attack. And this one is a 28.
Oh,
Gorbor takes 32 slashing damage.
Um,
So the first attack drives your knees, like I think it cracks your shield and like knocks it to one side. And he lifts
Yeah.
the axe and brings it down. And instead of seeing it hit you, we see the pillar next to you and blood go all over the side of the
Yeah.
pillar.
I think
as Gorbor is knocked down.
I'm so glad you woke me up to see that. I'm so
Torgor,
glad.
Torgor opens his
The
eyes.
moment
Yeah,
that
right.
Torgor
So
comes
we
back.
cut to Torgor lying on the ground, like getting
Yeah.
up. You look up and you see this giant like strike down your brother. Cool.
Yeah. And you just see like you see
Nice.
like the minotaur drinking cup that you gave him like roll to the side all
No.
dramatically.
So the thralls, seeing that the giant has arrived, scatter. So they take wing and they fly off because they're like, he's got this. So they fly up into the stands to get out of the way. And I think that's what they're gonna do. One of them is very, very badly injured. And I guess if you wanted to, Torgor, you could make an attack of opportunity on one of them if you want.
On one of the thralls that's flying away.
Yeah.
I don't even think I noticed because they're behind me now. As I'm like focusing
just
on,
technically you can if you want.
No, I know tech. Yeah, I understand perfectly. Does not. No, I think
Okay.
Gorbor. Yeah.
So I think the knife jugglers, like it's the arrival of the giant and the like striking down Gorbor, everybody kind of freezes, like free for all is sort of over. And they're all staring at this giant like, okay, all right. And up top, Kerfuffle is just like watching excitedly and he sees that you're awake again, Torgor. And he just like is like giggling and kind of like clapping his hands together. Tack, it is your turn.
Sorry, I was updating the notes. I was just so Tack, who I don't know, Tack might not want none after they just saw this giant just like
Getting involved at this point, it's either like let us die so you can come get us later.
Yeah,
like,
just like
involve yourself.
like Tack actually goes through this like outer monologue again where it's like, well, I guess if they all die, I could just have their bodies reanimated down in the underground. That's probably fine. Not Winiger, he sucked, but you know, yeah. Tack does not have enough movement to engage this stupid giant.
Yeah. You could always hide and begin skulking up towards him.
I think
Is Tack gonna go full fucking David and Goliath on this guy?
God, can I kill two characters in one episode? Is that the act? Is that the question you're asking me? So I think Tack will begin their reign of terror and sneak up behind this closest deviant dude right here.
This guy over here? Okay.
Yeah, sneak up behind him and if I have action left, kill him.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you can get to this guy. And everybody in the arena is watching the giant, so.
Yeah, I'd like to stab him in the butt.
Okay. All right. Here, let me add, because you have this
Stuff.
Rakdos knife. So let me add that to your character sheet for you.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I'm nauseous. This is so bad.
I would usually stun wand him in the butt, but
Okay, there you go.
now I want to stab him in the butt.
You got a
Okay.
fancy new knife.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So you
Can I-
sneak up behind this guy.
Okay. Yes, awesome. Yeah, I want to stab him in the butt. Am I still hidden?
Yes. Yeah, you have advantage.
Neat.
Oof.
Oh, that 24 is definitely a hit. Yep.
Yeah, awesome. And I add sneak attack because I have advantage.
Yep.
Oh, 3d6.
Nice.
Super dead. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think anyone notices him die, right? Because like everyone is focused inward on the giant. So we just see this like this kind of bloody knife juggler watching the giant with wide eyes, and he's just like, and then blood comes out of his mouth and he just falls over.
Yeah.
And then
Tack
Tack
just like
lurking
grabs
there.
the little bodies, just like shh, 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 shh.
I like the idea that he's watching this and he thinks someone should go help them, and then he gets stabbed.
Maybe I should turn my life around.
It's like-
Maybe-
I remember
It's like-
actually that one time Torgor like hung out with me after I had a tough day.
Yeah, God, maybe the Rakdos circus and its horrible cavalcade of blood and mayhem, maybe it's not the right life for.
Go down with the ship, buddy. You're fine.
Yeah, fungus, fungus to fungus, dust to dust.
Yeah.
So you murder this dude from behind, and down he goes.
I'd like to bonus action hide under his body.
Yes, nice. Yeah, roll stealth.
Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Like-
I forgot that I could have used dash as a bonus action. I'm mad.
Sorry, you're picking off targets one at a time. Cool. All right,
Nice.
27 for your
27?
stealth. All right, Road, what are you doing? You're down below. You're gonna try to.
Shouting up at Vinegar. What am I even looking for? There are springs. There's like there are 15 springs. What am I touching?
Yeah, Scoops explained that it's a very sophisticated mechanism down there. What you're gonna want to do is, and he just rattles off doodad stuff.
Yeah, yeah, techno jargon. Mm-hmm.
Can we see if she understands what
Yeah,
I'm
I
explaining?
think so. The thing is, like, it'll be if you want to try to use the machinery and like activate the opening like switch from down here. You are welcome to make an Arcana check, Road, to do that. If you want to ready an action, Vinegar can use his action to aid you instead. Then you'll have advantage on it.
Okay.
Or
I think
you
I'm
could
gonna-
just, I don't know, like karate chop it and see what happens.
I think our karate chopping it and seeing what happens does have a certain appeal to it.
Yeah, right.
But-
Because this is that like I do what with the what, and you're like no, just punch.
Rose's fucking dumb. She's a
Boring conversation anyway.
She's a little drunk still. Like
Yeah, do you want to just punch the control panel?
And because the alternate is waiting and
Star
getting
Wars.
advantage. Because here's the thing: if we don't get this open on my turn right now, we are all
Yeah.
going to die.
Yes, that is
So-
100%.
So you do need to go
true.
now. I mean, you have until after. Like it'll be you, Torgor, Vinegar. Gorbor will make a death save, and then the giant will get to go.
So if I can get this open now, Torgor can grab
Torgor can
Gorbor,
try to jump in. Yeah.
and then Vinegar can jump in. So so it's Arcana, which would be a +0.
Yeah.
But if I can just punch it, I get a +6.
You can
So
just attack it, and we'll see what happens.
does anyone have inspiration they want to give me? Because I don't have any.
I don't think so.
I think
I don't think I've
chat suggested that you should have it from the interaction with Scoops. So I
Yeah.
think that makes sense. I'll allow it.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'll spend it here.
Okay, and are you choosing the punching route or the working science route?
Can I make some sort of insight check? Do I?
Well, so that
glean-
would be the other thing. You could make an investigation check to like examine the thing to try to figure out how it works yourself, but that's not going to like that'll take up this turn.
Yeah. No. All right.
If you want to act quickly, it's either got to be like, I'll just cut this wire and push these buttons, or it's like fuck this thing and you just put your hand through the control panel.
He's drunk. Fuck this thing. That's what it is. Fuck
Okay.
this thing.
All right.
Punch it.
Make
Everybody-
an attack roll.
Okay. I'm not gonna look.
And you can have multiple attacks, right? If you don't break it on the first punch, you can keep hitting it.
Oh yeah, I have a ton. Wait, I'm totally good. Let's do it. A 19
Okay, yeah, you hit. Yeah, roll damage.
for 9 damage.
Okay, yes, you just punch your fist right through the outer casing. You hit something fragile inside. There's sparks that like fly out. You yank your hand out. You got a bunch of like wires and bits in it. And up above, the thing cracks open and starts like tipping open. Scoop's body rolls off of it into the dust. And yeah, it starts to open.
Cool.
You
Great.
did it.
Now
It's
that
opening.
it's open, I run to the door. I'm
Okay.
leaving.
All right. So you run over to the door. So in this so you got this room, right? And up there's the entrance above, and down below there's one like big metal door. You run over to it and you try to open it and you feel it's locked.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Christ.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that when you get to it. So Torgor, it's your turn. You're prone, your brother is lying bleeding on the ground. There's a burnt old lady. You look up,
Yeah.
Vinegar is there. Magic crackling around his fingers.
Just waves.
And then there's this opening, this grate open here, and you're lying down, so you could just like side roll into it if you wanted.
For sure.
I think Rhoda started like yelling, like, it's locked. The
Of
door's
course it is.
locked.
Torgor gets up, grabs Gorbor, tosses him into the pit, his body.
Okay.
tells Road, keep him alive. Grabs Winnegar, tosses him into the pit. Goes over, shuts the gate,
You get in this
and
fucking pit.
walks to the
I'm
giant.
shouting at. They're just shouting.
Oh, okay. So you take Gorbor and you're like, take care of him, and then you like grab Winnegar. So Winnegar, do you resist at all? Because what Tora wants to do is like shove you into this hole. Do you fight back, or are you just like you let it happen?
I assume that he's coming with. Like, I would just assume that he's coming with me.
Because I basically walk you there. I stand next to the gate. You hop down, and then I shut it. And then I walk over. All of it. And Torgor shouts to him, all of this has been my doing and my impetus creating this glorious bloodbath I put us all in. And now I'm doing what I want and keeping you guys safe. And then you said dead or alive. I'm coming alive.
So you surrender? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't you dare Titanic me.
Okay. So you push Winnegar down into the hole. Gorbor's body is dropped down in, and then you slam the door shut, and step forward. And
Neither of us are strong enough to carry Gorbor. You have to come down here.
so Winnegar. I think that makes up your turn, Torgor, right? Because you're doing a lot of like moving stuff around and grabbing people.
For sure.
And stuff.
I'll wait to whisper something to Kerfuffle on my way out later.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that opportunity for sure. So, Winnegar, do you want to do anything now that you're down below?
Oh God. Oh crap. I want to go up to the door and try to unlock it, I guess.
Yeah, you want to run over? Okay. All right.
Yeah. How far away? It's not that far.
No, it's like 30 feet away. The room's not that big.
Yeah. Can I try to lockpick it or?
Yeah. You don't have the appropriate tools for that, do you?
Can I magic missile it? Because fuck it.
Magic. So you can use force on it. Magic missile doesn't work on. You have to target people with it. You can't use it on objects.
Okay, gotcha.
But if you have like a spell that does damage, you could try to just blow the door. Yeah, totally.
Like a shocking grasp.
Yeah, totally. That'll work.
Yeah. Let me just try some shocking grasp on this.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
And 19. Yeah, roll damage.
Okay. Cool.
Whoa, nice. 14. Whoa. Perfect. So we see the door from the other side, right? We see you walking towards it. We see the door from the other side. And then from the keyhole, we just see sparks like blast out of it. The lock turns to like molten metal and just drips off, and the door cracks open.
Oh my God. Can I do something as like a bonus action?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
It's more for story.
Yeah,
I want to like I was planning on doing it on my turn, but I want to talk into my backpack.
Okay.
And let my backpack know that I'm at this Rakdos circus and bad shit is going down. And if anything at all can help, definitely that would be great for me. I'm now underground and I'm just opening. Hold on, I gotta open up this lock right now. And then like I open up the door. I don't know.
I mean, Winnegar looks like he's talking to himself, which is a pretty common activity for Winnegar.
His backpack.
Yeah.
You like set it down to like shocking grasp, so he's just like hitting his head down while he like
But I guess that's the end of my turn. Ooh, okay. This is so bad.
All right, Gorbor, I need you to make a death save for me. See if Gorbor survives.
I've never made death saves.
Make some medicine checks, please.
Roll20, so I just hit the death saves button, right?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh,
whoa! You wake up, so you got a natural 20. So Gorbor, this could complicate things because now Gorbor is awake, with 1 hit point and gets a full turn. So Gorbor,
I get dropped on my head like all the time.
The shock of falling, right? You wake up and you look up. and you see the grate like closing above you. You see Torgor like, and he's got that look in his face. You've seen this look before, where like when you were kids and you got in trouble, and Torgor was like, "Don't worry about it. I'll let mom and dad yell at me," and like go to take the hit. So you see this, you look up and you see him striding out of sight as you awaken in this pit, and his like weird friends are around. One of them's like welding a door or something. What are you gonna do,
Grab
Gorbor?
that boy by
Yeah,
the ankles.
Gorbor definitely rounds on the other two and is like, "What did you do?"
I can't.
Didn't do anything. Grab him now.
Is my turn coming up? No, it's fucking not. I'm so mad.
Like the grate is closed, right?
No, it's
okay,
like
so
it's broken, so you can like
Yeah,
set it back
like-
down, but it's easy. It just flops open and closed.
Just flops open and closed. God, this is the
You're
thing. is that
tall enough.
Gorbor's
Gorbor's
got,
tall
like,
enough that
one
if you
hit
want to,
point.
you could jump up and grab the edge and pull yourself up.
Yeah, but Gorbor also knows he has 1 hit point.
Uh-huh.
You only have one brother, Borgor.
No, exactly.
His two. Somewhere somewhere their Bortor is like, I wonder what my bros are up to today.
Yeah.
I never get invited to family stuff anymore.
How close is Torgor?
Torgor is standing like right there. So
Yeah.
You
open the gate and just grab just drag me.
Yeah, grab my
trapdoor spider.
I think he's like gonna a trapdoor is like grab him around the ankle, because this is the problem, is that I do not want to undermine the drama that Masood has created by to save.
Rogue will be intervening if Gorbor doesn't. So
yeah, he is gonna lift that grate and like at least not hard, but like wrap his fingers around Torgor's like hoofy ankle and just like, brother, it's not worth it. Like,
okay, here, let's shuffle you so you're there. So you stand up.
It's like we'll fight another day. Come on.
And you want to try to drag Torgor down into the pit. Torgor, do you resist?
I don't think he does try.
So you just tell him like.
I think he tells him like, come with us.
Well, I was gonna say the moment he
I'm
realized
just envisioning the basement deadite from Evil Dead, like
he's like
looking up through the hole in the floor.
Right.
Yeah. Like, come on. Like, don't be stupid. Like,
the moment that I see he's like no longer unconscious, because you gotta remember, I woke up and I was like, okay, God, that concussion is gonna hurt tomorrow. And then notice my brother get like basically his entrails spilled on a pillar.
Yeah, he should be dead.
He should be dead. He's not.
he's just covered in blood. One horn is broken off.
A lot of it is rushing through his head, but the biggest thing is like, I don't have to turn myself in again. Okay, now this has changed it a little bit, but he kind of looks down and he's like, I think he whispers under like between his lips, is like, I got just play along until we get a chance, okay? just like do what you gotta do.
Grab him.
and
fucking grab him.
Yeah,
I'm so
I think after
Grab
the
him
conversation,
now.
I will say that Gorbor's hand tightens on Torgor's ankle to prepare to
I turn
pull him down
around
if he needs to.
I turn around and like look at Kerfuffle and just be like, I'll turn myself in if you promise you'll let everyone go, my friends and my family.
So Kerfuffle Kerfuffle says, well, Torgor, the deal was only for you in the first place, but I can't speak for everyone else in the cult.
See, I knew this, and at that exact moment, like dipped down into the.
You're like, God damn it! And you're gonna try to run for it. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, if you jump down in the thing, the giant will get one attack of opportunity on you. You'll get one swing. So it all comes down. It all comes down to that one roll if you decide to bail, whether he hits you or not.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
You good? Okay.
Do it.
All right.
Oh shit.
Here we go.
Shit.
What's your armor class? Your armor class 16?
16.
Armor class pancake.
I got an 18.
Oof.
Yeah. So let's see here.
You did how much damage last time?
It was
30
like 32.
something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it does actually, it does occur to me. So, and chat was reminding me of this. So you can disengage
Yeah.
first and then just like bail out and jump in there, and then he won't get the attack, but you won't get to move as much once you get down there.
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
totally fine.
All right. So yeah, you look up a kerfuffle and you're like, no, I'm out. And so you disengage and then just like slide and like jump down into the hole.
Just like kind of like feet first, like letting him drag me.
God.
Like my back definitely cracks.
Oh
on
yeah,
the
that's
edge.
true. Cause it's not, but the thing was, it's not your turn.
It is not my
Gorbor's
turn.
turn.
It's
Yeah,
Gorbor's turn. So,
so,
he
like,
grabs me.
If Gorbor, yeah. So I think in this case, like, yeah, Gorbor is going to use his turn to stand up and grab you and like move you, but it's a forced move, so he doesn't get the attack. So you don't get to go anywhere but here. You end up there.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
right on. That's fine.
Okay, so the giant on his turn will stride forward, and he can't really attack you because you're like down in the hole. But since you're so close, he reaches down with one giant arm. Right, he can't get down there, so he's holding his glaive in one hand. He reaches down with this big, pale, giant arm to try to grab you. So he's gonna try to grapple you. So make either an acrobatics or an athletics check.
I'm gonna make an athletics check.
Okay, the difficulty is 23. Okay, so he grabs you. He hasn't pulled you out yet. So this is cool. We cut down below. It's all dark, and instead of being up above in the arena where there's like all this like light, it's shadowy and dark, and there's a hole in the ceiling with light coming in, and literally this giant arm reaches in and grabs Torgor, and is gonna try to pull you out. Tack, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Do I have any charges left on my charm?
I don't know. I don't know if you know how many there were in the first place.
I have no idea.
Yeah, so there may
I've
be.
used 2.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
If there is a charm left, I would like for Tack to like shake it against their palm a couple times and just be like,
This thing on.
Is there anything that you can do to like hold them in place and cast hold person with it?
Okay. Let me see if hold person works on giants. He might be a monster.
It says
and
a
not person.
humanoid, so I don't know.
Okay. All right. So yeah, he's not a humanoid. He is a giant.
Okay.
So you need hold
In
monster.
that case, we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way,
Uh-huh.
Mom, help!
which is the much more dangerous way.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to run up to this big beefy boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
So you're still hidden, right? You're technically you're in stealth. Yep.
I like to run up to the big beefy boy. I want to. Would my stun wand work on him?
Maybe.
Yeah, I
That's
guess
better than him telling you it won't.
It's
'cause that's
better
what
than
happened
an
with
outright
Hold Person.
no.
Outright
So
no.
I would like to hit him with my stun wand.
With an
in
electric
that
attack
case-
onto a robot made of metal and wiring and electricity.
He's really more of a big Frankenstein, but yes, I
Yeah.
see what you're getting at.
Because he is engaged with one of my companions, I would like to add. Well, I can't attack with that, can I? Does the stun wand do attack? I have no idea what the stun wand does. It's just in my inventory. So
Have you like used it on
I've
anyone
never
before?
used it.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I stole it off a cop. I might
Almost
have.
Definitely. Isn't it
That's
Triska's?
my MO.
It might have been Triska's.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, I think it
Nice.
might be.
Fucking nice. But yeah, I want to stun him with my stun wand, if that's fine. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can try.
I don't know how to use it. I just
Okay.
have it just says stun wand in my
Sure.
thing. So
Okay, and this is an Azorius like a
this
stun
is me
wand.
asking you what the stun wand does.
Yeah, I mean you
'cause
don't
I
know yet. So you're hidden. You get up and you think you just point it at somebody and it does the thing?
I don't know.
Okay. Sure.
I think I'm gonna smack him with it. Like honestly,
Right,
because in my mind, in TK's mind, it's like a cattle prod, but I don't know.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay. So you sneak over to him and you just like jab him in the back of the leg with it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you take it out and you skulk over and then you're like, and like stick him with it. There is a bright flash. There is a like the pop of electricity.
What?
He's covered in jewels and he is stunning.
All right, let's see what happens.
Make it work.
Okay, he makes the Constitution save. Nothing happens.
I would like to disengage and jump down the hole.
And yeah, you like he turns and he sees you, and the big spotlight like falls on you, and you're standing there holding your wand.
I would like to nimble escape, bonus action, disengage, and jump down the hole.
Okay, so you moved. Let's see if you have room because you were here. You moved here. That was 20 feet. You did the thing. Bonus action, disengage. You've got. You don't have.
You
enough,
are killing me, bruh.
You don't have enough movement to get, and plus it's very crowded over there. You don't have enough movement to get over to the hole now. You can disengage and like fall back, but
I'm gonna disengage and fall back.
Hide behind the pillar. Hide behind the pillar. You at least get something.
I would like to disengage and fall back behind the pillar.
Okay. All right. So disengage, and you go ahead and move yourself. You have another 10 feet.
I could have stayed in the locker. I'm kind of mad. Okay, that's fine.
You tried. That's what counts.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Road, what do you want to do?
Yes. We have a chance.
So right now the giant still has his arm in the hole and is like got his hand around Torgor's body.
Yeah. I'm going to attack the arm.
Okay, that's totally valid. Yep.
I pull out so I'm going to attack with the arm. I'm going to attack the arm. Let's just start with that.
Okay.
20.
Yeah, you run over and punch him in the arm. Yep.
My final fucking key point.
Okay,
stunning strike.
Yes. Roll damage first.
Okay. 6 damage.
Okay. All right. So you run over and you just like, and it's like, it's not even about just punching him in the arm. It's about finding like a pressure point or something, right? Where you like form your fingers into a point and like jab him in the hand. And then like electricity, the stun like floods through his nervous system. Let's see if it works. So what's the save?
It's, I would guess it's 8 plus my wisdom plus.
Oh yeah, but what kind of save? Is it Constitution?
I believe I'll throw it in chat. It's Constitution.
Okay. All right. So let's see. He's pretty good at these saves.
Yeah.
Let's see how we do. Oof. I got a 14.
All right. So now let me add 8 plus 3. Oh,
Wouldn't
God.
have been so cool if it had been
8 plus 3 is
Taco.
12.
Just throwing it up there.
Plus, it's exactly fucking 14, I think.
Wait, what did you
No,
have?
that ties, right?
No, so he needs to get, so the DC is the number. So if it is 14, then he resists it.
I see, because he's the one who's the tire.
He's the one, resisting. So it's 8.
2 plus 3 plus 8. So
2 plus 3, so 14. Yeah.
no, yeah.
So he, you just instead of like stunning and paralyzing him, he just like tightens his grip on Torgor. Torgor, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
I'm going to attack again.
Oh, that's right, because you have multiple attacks. You just don't have any more key points. Okay, yeah, hit him again. So you're just like, just punching his arm.
Great, cool. So it's a critical fail.
Okay.
Sorry, Torgor, dodge, please.
Cool.
And then I get to make a third one. I'm pretty sure because I haven't.
Yes, you have your bonus. Yeah, your bonus attack one.
Cool. Let go of my friend, please. 20.
Okay.
Or another. I clicked it. It's not. Give me the damage, please. There we go. 5.
Another 5. Okay.
Let go of.
All right. So you're just down below, Torgor. You see Road come running over and just start like Honda punching the arm.
Right.
It is your turn, Torgor. All you can. The only restriction of the grapple is you can't move.
Right. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna use my second wind to regain a D10 plus my fighter level. So let's go D10.
Okay. So
Plus
9, right?
9. So let's put me up to 16.
Nice. Okay.
Very nice. Just like my armor class. And I'm gonna I guess I have to make another. If I make what would I be if I use acrobatics? Am I competing against his athletics, or what am I competing?
Yeah. It'll just be an opposed roll. So you could try as your action. You could try to like pry. You're better off using athletics to try to pry his fingers apart.
I think then. I think that's just what I'm gonna do.
Okay. All right. Ooh, 27. Nice.
Whoa.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Potion of Hill Giant Strength.
Right, because you're also as strong as a giant.
Right. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So let's see. I got a 12.
Yes. Oh.
All right. So with a strength much greater than your form would normally contain, you put one hand on his thumb and one on one of his fingers and just like fucking Samson, like just pull his fingers apart, and you are free. You are no longer grappled.
Ugh.
You want to scramble away from the opening?
I fall down to the ground because I imagine I'm like he's like kind of
holding you up. Yeah, he's trying to.
In the air.
He's gonna try to pull you out of the grate.
I like fall down and I just yell, "Tack, just go!" And then like turn around and just try to.
I think technically because of Tack's like where Tack was standing in stealth, no one even knows that Tack was even part of this fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
You all, as soon as things went bad, Tack disappeared and never came back, as far as you know.
Good. Okay.
Never again. Gone forever.
Then drops and then just turns around and just like, no, we're done fighting. The show's over, and just like tries to like scamper out as fast as he
so
can.
you run for it. The door's open now.
Yeah.
So Torgor,
I'll run in front now because I think I technically have the most amount of health. Yeah.
Yeah. So the giant can't fit down there.
Mhm.
And as long as like if the three of you run, and I think this is a great place to like end it on, in that you are now down below, you're running through what's basically like the holding pens for the other like beasts and animals, right? So you're running past like other creatures in their cells. The giant stands up, grabs its glaive. It can't get fit down there, so it turns and it just walks away. It doesn't even like look at you, Tack. Just walks right past you. And storms out the other way. And I think we just end on that. We end on the giant walking out, and on Kerfuffle just kind of watching the whole thing like, oh, this didn't go as well as I had hoped. And then he shouts to the knife squad here like, well, what are you waiting for? Go and help. Find Torgor. And they look up and like grab their knives and they run off to try to pursue you. So we will find out next time how you escape from these nerds. Let's hand out some XP and then we'll do some shout outs. You did it.
Wait.
You lived.
For now, Torgor Must Die is the name of this show.
Yeah, how's everybody doing for hit points?
I'm at 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at 3.
Yeah, 1,
I'm at
3,
I'm at 16.
16. How's Tack?
You need to have a
doing?
short rest.
I'm at 45.
Yeah, good.
And Gorbor
Hey,
has.
I came back, okay?
Gorbor has 1 as well.
Gorbor
Okay.
has 1 as well.
Cool.
Huh.
Excellent. All right. So if during today's session you learned something about Jace Beleren, his conspirators or servants, which we did not. This was a fight for your life episode. Did you express a unique aspect of your class, race, or background? Any for these ones?
You know, this was the first time I ever used Fireball.
I was gonna say, so for this one, I think I watched you do this, that while this wasn't like a Winnegar says a lot of things episode, it was very well planned, like the sleep spell, the fireball.
Yeah.
Like I think we saw the tactical side of Winnegar. I thought that was really cool. So
He also used his nerd shit to help me. He tried to help me get the blamed mechanisms.
Yeah, and I think Tack, the unique aspect of your class, right? We saw you being a goblin rogue. We saw you like sneak around stealing stuff and using stealth to your advantage. And I love
sneaking past some Orzhov people.
Yeah, we got to learn about them we wouldn't have otherwise. That's true. Yeah. Did you express your connection to your guild in a meaningful way? I think Torgor,
would get that.
I
I'd also
think
argue
they
you find out
Her
a little
information.
bit. Oh, so sorry.
Oh no! I just think Road was protecting her information, and I think that she doubled down on this is my job, because if she wasn't doing her job, she would have fucking left.
Right.
So
yeah.
I'll also say we did find out a unique thing about Minotaurs in that they weigh at least 300 pounds.
That's true.
That is
That's true. That's a
too
good
heavy
point.
for a thrall to
We talked
to
about
carry.
we did get to explore Minotaur size. Good.
I feel
That's
like
for sure.
Gorbor's choice to stand his ground as opposed to leave.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah,
Big
because Tech, you
thing.
can make note of those for sure. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool.
You're
You're just
Good.
stacking up double XP, marking for.
I don't know, maybe making up for the fact that I go 3 months without leveling up.
And then lastly, did your alignment complicate your character's life in an interesting way? I think in this case, Tack for sure. Because the choice to be like a fight's breaking out, I'm gonna go dig around for gear. That's an evil move. Yes.
Label
Yeah.
later, yo.
So Winnegar is usually neutral, but he was good the entire time. He
He
came
was.
back for
He's
his
our good
buddy and
boy.
jumped in for his buddy.
Yeah.
So I think his alignment is actually
Do you think it's
he's getting
time-
out of his dark days.
Yeah. Is it time to
Yeah.
is it time to shift Winnegar's alignment?
Yeah.
What are you thinking? You thinking like neutral good?
Neutral good. I think we're there. We're in the honeymoon phase right now.
Right. Yeah.
I would say Torgor unnecessarily complicated things. He could have just jumped into the gate and left.
That's true.
Like, with
Yeah.
everybody, and-
That chaotic neutral, like the plan is way more complex than it needs to be. Like you could
Yeah.
have been more straightforward than that. I think that's
I could
fair.
have just dipped, but he was yeah, and now had to then
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
chaotic neutral is not all about eating fingers. It's also about it's doing what's not expected.
Yeah.
And I think that was very unexpected. The choice to turn himself in, very not like Rakdos,
Yeah.
to protect his friends and family.
Yeah. I like it. Cool. Excellent. Good stuff. Did anybody I saw Torgor, you hit 7 last time. Did anybody else reach 7 this time?
I hit 7.
Cool. Now you
Halfway there.
have evasion.
yes.
You learned. That's how you learned evasion, because you're like, there's got to be a way to dodge that fireball.
Some way, somehow.
Are you gonna take the average for your hit points, or are you gonna roll?
Oh,
Mm.
I always roll, but it's been going so poorly every time. And I think Roll20
Me
hates
too.
me, so I'm going to take the average.
Okay.
I've consistently taken the average, and though I would like to have more than I have, it is what it is.
Hit points. It is what it is.
But it is.
Yeah. Excellent. Cool. Well, let's do some shout outs, and then we'll call it. So let's start with the Minotaur of the Hour, Torgor. Masood, please, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Marudeboy, MAHRUDEBOI. Guys, it's been growing. I'm telling you, the Jace Beleren Must Die brand is strong. I'm even thinking about tweeting things about my musings and my thoughts, like not just
Whoa.
retweets, like actually original content. And we all know this day might have been destined to happen. Who knows? I might even follow you back.
Somebody might get that first follow.
Someone might get that first follow. So feel free to follow. The bar's pretty high or pretty low. Who knows? But yeah, you can find me there and see what I'm up to. Also, if you're looking for someone to jump in a game or do more sort of tabletop or role playing, Marood Boy is here.
I talked to somebody at TwitchCon. I forgot to tell the story at the beginning. I talked to somebody at TwitchCon, and they were like, "You know, a friend of mine." And I was like, "Oh, I know a lot of people. Who's your friend?" And they were like, "Well, I was out for drinks with some friends of mine, and we were talking about role playing games as you do." And I was like, "Oh, I do a D&D." This person was like, "I do a D&D podcast," and she was like, "Oh yeah." And then my friend was like, "Yeah, I do this game, Jace Beleren Must Die. Do you know who Adam Coble is?" And she was like, "Yeah, I've heard of him." So I had a friend of yours come to my meet and greet at the thing.
Does she have brown hair? Her
Yeah.
name's Megan Charlotte. All right, I'm gonna have to. Megan, if you're watching, hello. Yeah.
We talked about maybe doing a one shot on her podcast. So
yeah.
pretty cool. I love when those connections happen, when someone's just like, yeah, so I know somebody who knows you, who's in this game you're playing. Yeah, it was really fun. Down below, Masood, fervently updating our notes. Thank you, TK. Why don't you do your shout out?
How did you know I was updating the notes?
You were making updating the notes face. I've seen that face before.
I was like, what the? He's a witch. It's me. It's TK. I do spooky stories. I put them on the internet. Not lately, though. I don't update my website because I'm lazy and I can't be trusted with simple tasks. You can read the spooky stories that I do have on my website, tkjwrites.com, or you can follow me on Twitter, TK Joins the Fray. The next thing that I will be at is GameholeCon, and I'll be running some spooky games, and you can go to those. Or you can watch Tales from the Mists, which is my Friday show on this channel. We have a live game. We have a special guest that we haven't announced yet, but I'm very excited to get to that point. Okay, goodbye. Buy my book.
Excellent. Good call. Continuing around the horn, it's Carlos. Carlos.
It's Carlos. Yes. Hey, everyone. My name is Carlos Luna. You can find me on all social media under Carlos Crits. You can find me this Saturday at Roll20Con. We are streaming for 2 days to raise money for charity, takethis.org. You can find out more information at roll20.net/con, C-O-N. Yeah. It's going to be real fun.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing some stuff for that too.
Yeah.
So go check it out. There's lots of good stuff happening this weekend. And last but not least, the person who didn't betray the party today, it's not her fault. Katie, please.
Hi, I'm Katie May. You can find me at Twitter at OKKatieMay. If you are looking to hear me maybe dungeon some mastering, you can listen to Dungeons, Dice, and Everything Nice, which is a comedy D&D podcast. We get regularly called Thirsty, so if that sounds like your kind of thing, check it out. October 18th, we're doing another show. It's our quarterly show called Comedy D&D, which is a comedy variety charity Dungeons & Dragons show at the Cards Against Humanity Theater in Chicago. It's also streamed live on Twitch at twitch.tv/DungeonsDice. But we invite some improvisers on. They pick a charity. For the first half of the show, they do their comedy act, and for the second half, we play D&D one-shot based off their comedy act. And so October 18th, we have improvised Jane Austen. So it's going to be, we're going to do it at the top half. We're going to do some Jane Austen-themed Dungeons & Dragons after the show. And we're raising funds for races this quarter. So we're super excited. You can catch that on Twitch.
That's awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming, everybody. I found out recently that we have a pretty big contingent of folks who listen to the show as a podcast, like more than like the other shows that I do, which is really cool. So if you're listening, thank you. Hello.
Thank you.
And if you didn't know that this show is available as a podcast, now you do. You can download Jace Beleren Must Die anywhere podcasts are found. You can also, of course, find this show and all the other shows that Roll20 produces on our YouTube channel, Roll20 app. And I guess if you can't tune in for the Roll20 Con stuff this weekend, keep an eye on that channel as well, because that's where all that content will end up. And yeah, it's going to be a good one. We will see you again next week for more Jace Beleren Must Die, and hopefully no one else does. I'm amazed that everyone got out of that alive. I'm very proud of you.
Oh my God, so am I. I still can't believe it. It's
my goodness.
Yes.
Really mad that I went back.
I'm very impressed. Good job, team.
I should have stayed in that locker.
Well, audience, beloved audience, be like our cast today. Regardless of the giant problems before you, you're gonna make it out alive. You're gonna be okay. We'll see you next time. Don't have a good one, everybody. Don't get captured by the Orzhov. We'll see you.
Bye.
everyone.
Don't wear Axe body spray.